Hi you guys, it's your girl Shalisa. I'm gonna be doing a video on how to break the cycle. Thank you guys for watching my YouTube. I very much appreciate it. If you like this video or if you want more videos like this, please subscribe, give me a like, and let's get into it. Hey you guys, so it's your girl Shalisa here. So actually today I want to talk to you guys about how to break the cycle. I am currently working on myself. I've been on this repetitive cycle for a while now, and I just felt like it was time to break that. I wanted to go into a new beginning for myself and for anyone out there who's like working on self-improvement on yourself. I think these are actually a couple great ways to really help improve and grow as a person. Self-evaluation. So for me, the first thing I did was I started to actually think about what's going on in my life, and do some self-evaluation, you guys, just like evaluating who I am, where I'm at, and is it where I want to be, and where do I want to be, and what are my dreams, and all of that. That all ties in together. So that was the first step, you guys. I sat down and I really thought about everything. I started writing things out. I started going back into my past and seeing what needs to be healed for me to get better and for me to grow as a person. And for me, I wanted to do things when it came down to YouTube, and I had to have a reality check. Like, I'm not doing anything right now to get myself further. So the first step I did was self-evaluation, you guys. And I think that is the number one step that, most people need to do. Evaluate yourself, see what you want, and see if you are on the right path or if you were doing the right things to get yourself there. And if you're not, try to start writing down and figure out what is it that you can change to get yourself where you want to be. So yeah, that was the first step I took. The second step I took was adding discipline to my life. Oh, man, that one is pretty hard. I think that's something that everybody struggles with, is a discipline. I mean, that is just a normal thing, and everybody has to work on that for themselves. For me, it was about always waking up late in the day or not getting up and feeling, not as motivated to doing things every day, and kind of getting stuck in that same lazy routine of always just been watching Netflix in my free time, other than cooking or cleaning or taking care of the household. Or some days I didn't even feel like doing any of that. I just wanted to just keep watching TV, and it was because I was stuck in that same exact mindset. So for me, I started adding discipline into my life. I started adding a little bit more structure into my life. I now actually try to get up by 7 a.m. Eventually, I want to get up earlier than that. But right now, the goal is 7 a.m. You take it one day at a time, baby steps. But 7 a.m. is a good time to get up, make myself a pot of coffee, grab my journal, start writing in my journal every morning, getting a few things off of my head, meditating. And not even if I'm not even sitting there actually doing meditation fully, it's more of listening to affirmations from YouTubes that I found that I like, different videos. So things just to help me having a more positive and clear mind. So yes, I do all those different things now and just starting to build structure. Gratitude. Gratitude is, that one is a big one. So I've been working on that. Now, every morning when I open up my journal, the first thing I do is I try to write at least 3 things that I'm grateful for. And, doing that is a good way to really start bringing some positivity to yourself. Being grateful is definitely key. And because if you're ungrateful, and I'm gonna say I had to start realizing I wasn't as grateful or not paying attention to the blessings that were coming into my life. So once I started bringing in, gratuity and being grateful for things, I think that made a positive shift for myself. knowledge. So knowledge, this was something that I was realizing was something I needed to add into my life, was continuously gaining knowledge. So my way that I've been doing this lately is I decided to bring books back into my life. You guys, growing up, I loved to read, and I kind of lost that for a little while. Every once in a while, we'll go back in and start reading like romance novels and things like that I like. But I wanted to gain knowledge, you guys, and I tried school, I tried college. The first time, I think I just didn't, it wasn't for me. I went to cosmetology in school instead. The second time I had illness and my mind wasn't fully functioning right. So when I tried to take college classes, it just didn't work for me. My mind wasn't fully there. So college didn't work out for me. But now I've came to a place where I realize I don't think I exactly need college. At least just not for me. It's not for me. Especially for the career path that I want to go down. And what I can do to gain myself knowledge is doing research through the internet, as well as books that help me through like self-help books, manifestation books, motivational books, self-confident books. Those are the things that I've began to bring into my life, and I'm going to be using that as my fuel to gain knowledge. So I think that's a great thing, because the more I've been doing that, the more happier I've noticed that I've been, more positive I've been as well, because it really helps, allowing my brain to continue to grow. And I think that when I wasn't doing that and I was just watching Netflix and just, shows all the time, I was noticing I was getting really sad, you guys. Like, I didn't know I was sad until I took the steps of self-evaluation, but I realized I wasn't happy. And I wasn't happy because I wasn't focusing on growth. I was kind of just stuck. So I needed to break that cycle of being stuck in the same exact place. So yes, knowledge is a big one for me. Positivity. So you guys have heard me bringing that up as well. Everything circles together, you guys. Positivity is the next one, because for me, the way I've been working on being positive is I've been trying to speak positive. I've been trying to watch what I say. I've also been trying to not gossip, to take everything and make it positive and not a negative. So when something bad happens, not to really focus and dwell on it and be negative about it, but try to twist it into a positive, or think of it in a positive way. And I've been trying to even portray this on my fiance, if something doesn't go right with work, I just tell him, all right, let's not look at it negative, and be mad about how things turned out. Let's just look at it as a positive, because now a better opportunity is on its way. Something, that was maybe a hurdle you had to jump in, a learning lesson, but stay positive about it. I just talked to him not too long ago, talking about how one of the dryer vents, there's a clog, and he doesn't know if he's gonna be able to get through it, and all these things. And I just told him, you know what, we're gonna stay positive here. You're gonna get through this. You're gonna get it out. I know you can, and just continue with the positive mindset. So I think that's just, something that even he's now beginning to work on too. It's just how do we just turn it into positive, not negative? Because we don't want negative energy coming near us. We want only positive energy coming in and going out. So yes, positivity is a key factor. Health. So health is something I've been working on for a while now. I've actually been working on that for quite a few years. I've had moments where I was working on my health, and I did the keto diet, and I lost weight, and then I lost my way and I gained weight again. Not too long ago, just recently, I actually tried to bring vegan in, and I just wanted to give that a try, you guys. I wanted to try eating raw fruits and vegetables, because I've never done that. I never thought I could eliminate meat and all that. So I did that, I realized, for me, I am somebody who likes my seafood and I do like my meat, but I did also gain knowledge from being vegan for 21 days. I did gain knowledge on a lot of different health things within my health, as well as with keto. I did learn about a lot of like sugar-free type of ways of making like my coffee and ways of making having desserts. Sorry, not making anything, but having desserts. Also making desserts too. But yeah, so I learned how to like incorporate that all in. So yeah, I've been working on my health. Another thing is that we have to get back into, that we were doing for a minute, but now it's time to go back into, is going to the gym. So actually we're gonna start doing that in just a few days. Today is actually, no, it's Friday, Saturday. It's Saturday. So actually on Monday, we're going to be going back into the gym, you guys. So we're really working on our health when it comes down to eating. Like, I now just pay attention to my calories. I have my Fitness Pal and I usually put my calories in there. Sometimes I can't because I can't find foods if I'm not making them from certain restaurants or things like that. But I know when I'm full to stop eating. And I feel like I'm not completely limiting myself anymore. But now that I've gained some healthy habits from keto, the little things that I did take from there and things I did take from being raw, I try to make sure I'm incorporating a lot of those vegetables and fruits into my diet while also still getting my protein and keeping away from sugars. So I've been working on that, and yeah, health is a big thing, because when you are focused on your health and feeling healthy, you feel good inside, and then you feel great on the outside. So yeah, it's pretty magnetic. So I think that health is a big one. I have my goals and I will get there. Confidence. So confidence is a big thing I've been working on for myself. For me, I haven't always had the best self-confidence. Like, I might seem like that to people that I'm around, that I'm confident, but like, all of us go through this, we have low self-esteem at times, and I've went through that, and I'm trying to come out of that. So I really do work on trying to get up, take a shower, get dressed, and feel good. Also dibbling and dabbling back into makeup. I don't always do full face. Like today I didn't do full face. I always have to do my lips, do some mascara. But actually putting on perfume, looking at myself in the mirror, saying that I love myself, doing affirmations has been a really big help. I have affirmation app now on my phone. I also listen to either some type of like affirmation YouTube in the mornings and try to stay positive. And also my app sends me affirmations all throughout the day. So with those, I actually repeat them out to myself. And I really look at myself now in the mirror and I see how beautiful of a person I am. And I think that's definitely something people have to work on. Like sometimes, you don't want to look at yourself almost, it's like weird. It's like you look at yourself, but you're not really seeing yourself when you look in the mirror. You're not seeing all the beauty that's there. But now I've been starting to like look at myself and really like think about you are beautiful, and look at yourself, and just saying positive things to myself. I don't need anybody else to do that. I need to do that to myself, because as long as I love myself, I will be good. And that goes for anybody and everybody. You shouldn't feel like, to have confidence, you need other people to validate that for you and tell you that you're beautiful. It really actually comes down to you. Before I thought that, like, oh, people don't, they're not saying this, or people would tell me that I was pretty or beautiful or things, but then I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. And that was the problem. It's like I wasn't seeing that beauty that they're seeing. But now I'm beginning to see that, because I'm actually beginning to acknowledge who I am and love myself more. And I think because of that, I'm feeling a lot happier. I'm beginning to pray again, you guys. This is something my mom does all the time. She always tells me, you need to pray, you need to pray, you need to pray. And I've always just felt like, just speaking things into existence and working with the law of attraction was maybe just about it. But And that's a part of it. Yes, manifestation, law of attraction, it all plays and ties together. But also getting closer to God and praying, I think is a great tool. Um, you know, and it comes down to everything, with what I've already, a lot of things I've listed actually, like, being grateful and acknowledging what you have had, the blessings that have came to you, the hurdles that you have jumped through, and just speaking to God, even if it's, just for a few minutes. I think that prayer is a big thing, that I have been personally working on to do more, because I'm not really always been a religious person. Like, I did go to church. I've always considered myself Christian. I've also went to Baptist church at a certain point in my life when I was younger, but I've never really been into a full-on church, but I have always believed in God, and I've always known that prayer works. Growing up, I used to pray every night. My mom had us pray every night before we went, to sleep, we would also pray like when we would eat, before eating, and things like that. So it wasn't that we were always going to church, but we did always make sure that we did have that connection and know that God is there and God is watching over you and He always has your back. And I know that because, God has always had my back. I have been blessed in so many different ways that, I realize, when I was down, He was there for me. And when I prayed for a change, He allowed that for me. He gave me a second chance. I prayed for, in my past, I was sick. I had seizures, and I prayed for, a new doctor, somebody who was willing to help me and get me to where I wanted to be. I wanted brain surgery, and I wasn't having the right doctor, and I prayed on that, and things just slowly happened and worked its way out, and I had that brain surgery, and I knew it was coming to me. I didn't know when, and it did, and I prayed for a new good year in 2020, and 2020 wasn't a good year for everybody, but it was a good year for me, and I was blessed, and I had the surgery that I was always hoping for, and no longer used as a lab rat with the doctor that I had before, and all these blessings came upon me. So now I am 3 years seizure free, and I've jumped through all these different hurdles to get here, and now being 3 years seizure free, and now weaning myself off of medication, now my brain is more clear. Now I am able to sit here in front of a camera and actually record and be myself. So prayer is, definitely something, you should always bring in, because it really does help.